Good afternoon, dear listeners of our channel. The law company International Legal Bridge is in touch right now. Today we talk about foundation in Seychelles. What is this? What we can do with this legal entity? I will explain. The Foundations Act, dated 2009, regulates foundations in Seychelles. Essentially, foundation is a self-governing separate legal entity managed by Foundation Council in conjunction with the founder or protector according to the Foundation Charter and the law. The importance of a foundation is such that once assets are transferred to a foundation, the assets become the property of the foundations. The person who established the foundation has no legal or beneficial claim or the title to the assets. Effectively, the assets being foundation assets doesn't form part of the founder's estate. For this reason, the foundation is seen as an essential and useful structure for assets protection, tax planning, and succession planning. Okay, you can ask me, how is a foundation created? Well, a foundation is established in Seychelles by charter, made in writing, signed by one or more founders, and submitted for registration with the Register of Foundations. In Seychelles, it is Financial Services Authority, and upon the issuance of the certificate of registration by the registrar. The Act requires that a foundation charter be registered with the registrar, which shall contain details pertaining to, inter alia, the name of the foundation, the name and address of the founders, the object of the foundation, the initial assets of the foundation, also the details of any specific purpose if established for such specific purposes, the establishment of a council, name and address of the foundation's registered agent in Seychelles, the address of the foundation's registered office in Seychelles. Let's move to the main features of a Seychelles foundation. The Foundation Act 2009 provides for the following. The Council is responsible for the admission, management, and distribution of the foundation assets in accordance with the Charter and the Act. The goal is at all material times for the attainment of the objects specified in the Charter and authorized in law. The Council shall consist of one or more persons, either natural or legal person, known as councils. The appointment of a person as counsel is personal and cannot be assigned. The initial assets of a foundation may be, for example, $1 or the equivalent in any foreign currency, but anyway, I don't recommend to establish such small amount of money. A foundation may include any assets outside of Seychelles. It may not hold any property in Seychelles. Registration is effected by submission of the charter by the registered agent for purpose of registration with the registrar in Seychelles and payment of the prescribed registration fee, which is $200 plus 15% tax. A foundation just have a registered agent in Seychelles at all times, which must be a body corporate license under the International Corporate Service Provider Act to conduct foundation services. It's obligation. Unless otherwise declared by the Supreme Court of Seychelles, a foundation shall not be void by reasons of the founder's bankruptcy or liquidation of the founder's property. A limitation period of 2 years from the date of the transfer or disposition of the property is prescribed for any actions against the settler of the foundation. There have been recent amendments to the Foundations Act in 2021 year. One of the most important changes is the requirement to keep accounting records and financial summary in Seychelles at the address of its registered agent. So, All Seychelles legal entities are now obliged to provide copies of their accounting records to their registrar in Seychelles. Let's explain you shortly that accounting records is defined as documents relating to assets, liabilities, receipts, sales, purchases, and other transactions to which company is a party to. Therefore, it could be, for example, bank statements, receipts, invoices, vouchers, title documents, contracts, agreements, and other documentation underpinning a transaction. The accounting records can be furnished in electronic format, where original accounting records are not kept in Seychelles. The foundation must inform its registered agent of the physical address of that place. Records must be sent to registered agent on a biannual basis. Accounting records relating to transactions or operations in the first half of the calendar year, it's January to June, and must be kept in Seychelles by 31st of July of that year. Accounting records relating to transactions or operations in the second half from July to December must be kept in Seychelles by 31st of January of the following year. It is expected that some of the accounting records will not be in English or French language, while the Act doesn't require a translated version of the accounting record to be kept. The Act provides that the registrar or other authorities may request from the company or the registered agent a transaction of the records. That's why, however, the registrar strongly recommends that a translated version of the accounting records in the English or French language is being kept at all times. Please know about this. The accounting records will not be filed with the authorities. However, records will be subject to random on-site inspections of the authorities. The amendment in 2021 also require legal persons to annually prepare financial summary to be kept in Seychelles, together with the other accounting records and underlying documents within 6 months from the financial year and of the legal person. The financial year is defined as the calendar year unless it is changed by the legal entity. Financial summaries are only required for the year ended 31st December 2021 and future years. If a legal person already prepared financial statements, either audited or unaudited, this can provide it instead of a financial summary. The amendments favor non-large holding entities. The latter are not required to prepare a financial summary. In this case, director or counsel of a legal person will need to provide written declaration on that matter to registered agent. Large holding companies, those with a turnover of 50 million Seychelles rupee, must prepare and send financial summary. Dormant entities may send a written declaration signed by a director or a counsel, depending on the legal person type, that the entity has been dormant for a particular period. Under Beneficial Ownership Act 2020, all existing and duly incorporated legal persons, for example, foundations, overseas company, IBC, are required to keep new format register of beneficial owners and declaration of beneficial ownership at the address of its registered agent. These registerable particulars must be submitted to Seychelles Financial Intelligence Unit, and submitted information is not publicly accessible. For today, this is all what I wanted to tell. As usual, the style of our presentation of the legal aspects of doing business in various jurisdictions is clear without water. If possible, we try to give not only general but also detailed explanations on the chosen topic if it is appropriate and will not lead us away in legal casuistry. Therefore, if there are any remaining questions or you want to order such service as Incorporation Foundation in Seychelles, please, you can write under this video. Write your request in WhatsApp or Telegram, which is on our website www.internationallegalbridge.com, and see you again. We will be extremely grateful if you support this video with a like and a subscription to our channel. See you later.